Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
So for those of you who have Twitter accounts, go over there and, well, actually, before you go over there to my suggested players, go to my homepage as well and follow me. And of course, if I see it, I'll follow you back, which I should see it anyway. So my one is official S icons, so go over there. But while you're over there on Twitter as well, make sure that you go to DAZN_USA, and on there you'll see a little video clip of two American guys. I don't know who they are, but they're talking to Dillian Whyte, and of course they ask him about Deontay Wilder, and he says that Deontay Wilder is refusing to fight him for 2 years. Now, if you guys cast your mind back, way back when Deontay Wilder, he said to Dillian Whyte, if you fight Luis Ortiz, beat him, then I will fight you next. So Dillian Whyte said, okay, fine, give me that in writing and I'll fight Luis Ortiz next. Well, Dillian Whyte has shown the DAZN USA, two guys there, the exact message that Deontay Wilder sent him, which was basically, no, I'm not signing that, and if I wanted to, I can make you wait for 2 years. Make him wait for 2 years. This is your American WBC heavyweight champion, and he wants to make people wait. Why? Because he's a dangerous live opponent. If he wasn't, he'd be like, yeah, okay, no worries. So he wants to turn down his highest payday to date. I have no idea how much he's getting against Tyson Fury, by the way, of course. But prior to this one, his highest payday yet. And he's saying that he's going to make Dillian Whyte wait for 2 years. Why? The number one ranked in the WBC wants to make him wait 2 years. So not only did he say to fight Luis Ortiz for a secondary mandatory shot, in other words, he gets a mandatory shot at the WBC champion 1 year after the next mandatory, which is Dominic Breazeale. When is Dominic Breazeale going to get his crack? Who knows? But Dillian Whyte will get a crack around about a year after then being secondary mandatory. So straight off, that is a bad thing to do. So stupid move, right? Now, just for him taking on Luis Ortiz, okay, great. I love that fight. But to what sense? And then all we heard was people from the Wilder camp, as in the Wilder extremists, saying, well, if Dillian Whyte really wants to fight Wilder, all he's got to do is do what Wilder said, fight Luis Ortiz. And Wilder, he's a man of his word. It's what these people have been saying. Now suddenly, Dillian has shown everybody, the world, the message that Deontay Wilder sent him a private DM where he says that he could make him wait 2 years. And he's not going to sign anything to say he's going to fight him next. This is your champion here, who's making this man wait. I mean, surely to God, you would want him to fight Dillian Whyte, right? Surely. Surely to God. Would you rather him fight, what, Dominic Breazeale? Of course you wouldn't. You'd be mad too, right? Dillian Whyte is a live wire. That's why he's taken on Tyson Fury, because he's way ahead of Tyson Fury's time frame. He's not ready yet. That's why he's taken on Tyson Fury. This is why he's gone 40 fights and never stepped up, because he's not man enough to be a real champion. This is why Deontay Wilder gets no respect. It's ridiculous. Gonna wait a man wait for 2 years. I know you lot will be saying, well, yeah, well, he's right. He's a champ. He's a champ. He should be able to do that. No, screw that. Come on now. You guys are encouraging him to duck Dillian Whyte. He's been ducking him for 2 years now he's been ducking him? Minimum 1 year. Highest ever offers, and he's turning it down. Come on now. This is ridiculous, people. I mean, who can keep defending this? Whether you're a Wilder fan or you're not, surely you can see what he's done there is terrible. Absolutely terrible. You imagine if Anthony Joshua did that to somebody. I'm going to refuse to fight you for 2 years. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. So not only is Wilder turning down, well, he turned down a 15 million chance to take on Anthony Joshua now, where he could be fighting Anthony Joshua in, 3-4 weeks' time at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales. Not only could he do that, but he refused it, $15 million, and he turned it down. When are you guys going to actually stand up and say, listen, man, okay, we support you, but what you're doing is ridiculous? I mean, come on now, this is absolutely disgusting. Who turns down the number one challenger? These people have been letting him get away with cherry picking after cherry picking for years now. He's been a pro for 10 years and we're still waiting for a step up. And people say, well, Luis Ortiz, he was avoided. No, Luis Ortiz was offered the opportunity to fight Dillian Whyte over a year ago. And he didn't do it. He was also offered a chance to fight Anthony Joshua right after Joshua took on Takam. He said no. He wanted Deontay Wilder. So no, that's not true either. So Wilder is ducking everybody. Literally everybody. He only wants to take on people that he's confident he can beat, because he's not confident of beating everybody. There's a select few that he's not confident of. Anthony Joshua being one of them, and Dillian Whyte being the other. And if Tyson Fury was back to his old form, do you really think that he would be willing to fight Tyson Fury now? Of course not. Of course not. This is why people like Shannon Briggs and Tony Bellew have been calling out Tyson Fury to fight him now, because they know he's vulnerable. But you know what? The WBC heavyweight champion of the world gets first opportunity. It's disgusting, people. It really is disgusting. I mean, who condones this kind of behaviour from a champion? Anthony Joshua has a far, far, far superior resume than Deontay Wilder. Even if he was to lose today against Alexander Povetkin. And of course, you know what? Touch wood, that doesn't happen. But if it does, at least he lost because he tried. Wilder, what, refusing to fight Dillian Whyte because he's got a problem with Eddie Hearn? Yeah, the reason that he's got a problem with Eddie Hearn is because Eddie Hearn is refusing to give him 50-50 against Joshua. Joshua, who's had 21 fights, is a unified heavyweight champion. Wilder, who's been champion longer, hasn't. And he's yet to have a meaningful fight. Again, you guys say Luis Ortiz. I already explained to you about that. But Luis Ortiz was failing the medical an hour or so before the fight. But last minute, they let him through. And this is fact. It's all documented. It's not me making stuff up. And I know people don't like to hear it, but he's ducking. And I know that is going to be a section of people. And if you are one of these people, then you are not a true boxing fan. You are here just to hate and try and cause some kind of havoc as an internet warrior who will say that Wilder is right to make Dillian Whyte wait. But what's Dillian Whyte done wrong? He fought everybody in front of him. This is ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, what can you do? I mean, you can't force somebody to fight somebody, can you? If they don't have the backbone in them, what can you do? Disgusting, really. Absolutely disgusting. This is your champion. If this was Anthony Joshua freezing somebody out for 2 years, I'll be the first one jumping up and down. And I know you people will be saying, well, Anthony Joshua, he said that he's not willing to fight Deontay Wilder until 2020. No, he didn't say that at all. His first words were, I will fight him now, that's what I want. But if my team say no, then it's no. So again, you can't have that one either. Anyway, as I said, what can you do? You're either a true champion or you're not. And clearly Wilder is not a true champion. He really isn't. Who goes for... At 40 fights, he should be A, thinking about retiring, or B, cleaned up already on 40 fights. He's avoided Dillian Whyte on numerous occasions, and this is the latest one. He's avoided Anthony Joshua, even though he had a contract which he agreed on, but didn't want to sign it for date and venue, yet he signed to fight against Tyson Fury. Actually, on that subject, even though he signed to fight Tyson Fury with no date and venue, which was the stumbling block, apparently, for Anthony Joshua, but yet he signed, 6 weeks ago, yet yesterday, or late last night even, him and Tyson Fury released a statement to say, we've just signed. But didn't you guys say that you signed 6 weeks ago? Didn't you? So somebody's lying somewhere, right? Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, is anybody out there who is a loyal fan of Wilder, who believes he is the best, have any kind of common sense to say, listen, this is ridiculous, Wilder. The #1 WBC, and you want to freeze him out for 2 years because you have a personal problem with Eddie Hearn, and the reason that you have this problem is because you so apparently want Anthony Joshua, yet you turned down a contract. You could have been fighting Joshua next, but no, you're taking on Tyson Fury, a guy that Tony Bellew, no disrespect to him of course, and Shannon Briggs wanted. Come on now, come on. Why should Dillian Whyte be frozen out? You guys were the first people complaining when Joshua threatened to freeze out Wilder. You guys were the first ones to complain. And now suddenly what? Is this okay? Of course it's okay. For any non-boxing fan, this is perfectly acceptable. But certain people, certain channels, of course, these guys are not going to say anything about it because they don't want to ruin their opportunity of, what, another interview with him. Absolutely disgusting. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.